This KFAN podcast is sponsored by Builders and Remodelers, exclusive Twin Cities provider of Elements Windows. Get the highest quality windows at unmatchable value. Visit buildersandremodelers.com for more details.
Gatorade Zero, the #1 proven electrolyte blend, made with zero sugar. Designed to hydrate better than water so you can lose more sweat and push more limits. Gatorade Zero, is it in you?
Come on, why is this taking so long? This thing is ancient.
Still using yesterday's tech? Upgrade to the ThinkPad X1 Carbon. Ultra-light, ultra-powerful, and built for serious productivity. With Intel Core Ultra processors, blazing speed, and AI-powered performance, it keeps up with your business, not the other way around.
Whoa, this thing moves.
Stop hitting snooze on new tech. Win the tech search at Lenovo.com. Lenovo. Unlock AI experiences with the ThinkPad X1 Carbon, powered by Intel Core Ultra processors, so you can work, create, and boost productivity all on one device.
Hey, it's Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. Now, I was looking for fun ways to tell you that Mint's offer of unlimited premium wireless for $15 a month is back. So I thought it would be fun if we made $15 bills. But it turns out that's very illegal. So there goes my big idea for the commercial. Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. New customer offer for first 3 months only. Speed slow after 35 gigabytes if network's busy. Taxes and fees extra. See mintmobile.com.
Can you repeat the part of the stuff where you said all about the things?
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
My ding-a-ling, my ding-a-ling.
Ooh. What in the ham fat is going on with you guys?
PA? Well, I'll probably go without saying, but I'm going to say anyway. I don't like you.
Good morning, and welcome to the Friday football feast. And we there's an A topic bouncing around. Yeah, there's an A topic. Bossberg, many years ago, put yours truly on the A topic vibe, where we're at Minnesota Vikings training camp today. Welcome to Twin Cities Orthopedics Performance Center. Nordo produces. Brett Blakemore guides the great ship Love Covenant from the 651 Carpets Plus Studios. Housing, FM 100.3, KFAN. If there's an A topic, there's an A topic, and this is kind of an unprecedented A topic, and we're going to dive into it. But courtesy of TimberTech and TimberTech.com, what's on deck 9 to noon, will include plenty of Minnesota Vikings and a National Football League conversation, specifically when defensive tackle Javon Hargrave is on the radio show at about 9:40. And we know Javon Hargrave is going to be on the radio show at 9:40. Why? Because we taped the interview at 8 o'clock and really enjoyed it, so we think you'll enjoy it too. Javon Hargrave at about 9:40. Alec Lewis from The Athletic and TheAthletic.com. He'll be here at TCO PC, to join us at 10 o'clock. And there we will dive into Vikings-related and NFL-related topics, but also dive into the A topic, which is what transpired over the last few days with the Minnesota Twins. I mean, this is unprecedented stuff right here. It's like unprecedented stuff doesn't pop up often, like Norm Green sucks and that whole, what? Our hockey team's gone? It went to Dallas? Holy cow, we're the state of hockey. We don't have a pro team. Or the Wilfs, the owners of the Minnesota Vikings. Very early in their 20-year run as stewards of the Minnesota Vikings. It might have been like 2005, 2006, something like that. Might have been, I don't know, having a family gathering out New Jersey way. Then, there's a phone call. Ontario Smith got caught with what? At TSA? What? What's a whiz a what? That's like unprecedented. Yeah. It's you hear it once, you don't want to hear it again, and poof, it's gone. Well, the trading deadline has come and gone for Major League Baseball, and 40% of the current Minnesota Twins roster was traded. And we know many of you know all of this by now, but for those of you who may have missed it, let's just get a quick recap on the loves we lost. Copyright Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes. So from a Twin standpoint, we don't need the Mackenzie Gore, Mitchell Parker, Andres Munoz names that we're getting back, because we'll be sweating those players for X amount of years unless they are traded too. But there were some familiar names that were peddled yesterday, and they moved to a bunch of different parts of the country. I mean, the Philadelphia Phillies just kind of looked at the Minnesota Twins like they're there for the picking, they're there for the taking. So let's go get the live arm and the outfielder with the hair who occasionally comes up with big hits. But alas, there's a lot more. And let's go to the peddling desk now. And here's Eric Nordquist, Mad Producer 1 via the tweet machine. Please follow him if you are so inclined. The loves we lost. Care to rattle through the laundry list? And good morning.
Good morning. I will rattle through. Well, let's just start on the pitching side of things. We knew about this a day or so ago. Javon Duran. Yeah. Duran, as I like to call him, as I still try to figure out how to pronounce his first name. The love we lost, he is gone. How about Griffin Jacks? Love Griffin Jacks, big part of the bullpen that was supposed to be a shutdown operation this year. Griffin Jacks, he gone. Louis Varland. We love Louis Varland. Years of control left in team hands, and he, homegrown, the whole bit. He gone. Brock Stewart, gone.
All right.
We know about Chris Paddock. He's now playing for the Tigers. As a matter of fact, if you jump ahead on the Twins' schedule, many of you may not be doing this morning.
Uh-oh.
But I did at Detroit after
this is sweet.
Paddock is lined up.
Yeah.
Now, I'm just going based off of what I saw on ESPN on the schedule. But
Paddock's in the paddock right now getting ready for the race, and when he gets out to the track, he's going to be all dappled out.
You know how badly he's going to want that one. And then Danny Colomb. Danny. Ooh, Danny gone.
Who knows?
So that and that's just the pitching side of things, and then also the biggest name, of course, Carlos Correa. You sent him and $30 million to the Houston Astros for a player.
Oh, so we got money?
No, we paid $30 million.
No, but I'm saying we actually have money. So there's actually money in the checking or savings accounts of the Minnesota Twins, so that they can run the organization, peddle a player, and get into the line of credit and pay off some of what's due.
Well, I can't speak to that. I don't know if that was an electronic transaction, if it was a post-dated check. It's tough to tell how the Pohlads operate in certain capacities.
That's a big-ass Venmo.
Willie Castro. Love Willie Castro. He makes all the games, makes an all-star game. He gone.
Yeah.
Harrison Bader. Who knew Harrison Bader would be the godsend offensively that this team wanted and needed at times this year? He gone.
Later, Bader and that Tater.
And of course, Ty France. Ty France rolls in at first base. And runners in scoring position. Good freaking luck. If there are ducks on the pond, he's bringing them home. He is also gone.
Where'd he go? You happen to know?
Ty France. I do not have their destinations, but
I missed that one.
Yeah,
low key, I like Ty France.
Yeah, Ty France.
Clutch player.
He's going to the Blue Jays along with Varland.
Oh, okay.
So, 10 guys, man. As you mentioned, 40% of the roster, 10 of the 26-ish. And, that's a fire sale of fire sales.
It's unprecedented.
And it is the unprecedented thing that you're talking about.
Like the Joe Smith wink, wink, ink, ink. I mean, this is unprecedented stuff that has transpired. And again, we're not breaking news here or anything, but when it comes to 9 to noon, this leads to one thing and one thing only. Got to fire up the old talkback machine.
Yes, we do.
Haven't used it in a little while. Blowing the cobwebs and the dust off the talkback machine. Free iHeartRadio app. If you're new, well, if they're new out there and they're like, talkbacks, what are those? Here's Eric Nordquist to explain exactly how to do this, because next segment, and maybe some later during the course of the radio show, you, Twins Nation, you, Core 4 loving local sports nation, have the opportunity to formulate your opinions on what has transpired with the Minnesota Twinigmatics. But alas, you have to know how to do it. And here's the con.
Yeah, and of course, all of you have the free iHeartRadio app because you love iHeart content. Of course, all of you have the fan as a preset on the iHeartRadio app because you're dedicated to 100.3, and we appreciate it. But you will see a microphone while you're listening. You hit that microphone on the app. You give us up to your best 30 seconds. You can even re-record if you didn't feel like you were succinct enough or poignant enough in said recording. You can re-record it, and you just pop those off, and Brett back at the station is going to review them. No vulgarities, please. And then we're going to air them. And I am because if you were watching kind of the avalanche of things yesterday, the fan base is pissed. This is a Davenport of love, and we're going to put a lot of miles on that couch potentially with this thing, with the unprecedented nature of it. But I've seen kind of there are so many different ways that you can view this, whether it's just simply dollars and cents out the door that the team is trying to shed off of their liabilities with this team.
Okay.
Is it a team that at this point in just less than 2 years removed from winning a wild card series? We talked about that a bit yesterday. Mm-hmm. You're frustrated at the give up. It feels like they're giving up. There's an aspect of it with the ownership group, how this links into or doesn't link into the potential of an upcoming sale, new ownership at some point. There are just so many different feelings and I think opinions on it. But the emotions are high, man. I mean, Justin, it felt like a massive middle finger to the fan base, and I was seeing that kind of bleed through specifically in social media yesterday.
Social media was tough to absorb yesterday if you were looking for non-Twins trade-related topics.
Yeah.
And the only social media outlet that I have is Twitter. So therefore you go to not the mentions or when like people are tweeting at me or including me.
Right.
Or you go to the news or whatever. It was presidential race-like. It honestly was red battling blue and blue battling red up to a presidential race where all the comments that you would see with politics and things like that, you just like, okay, well, I'm just trying to Kyle Allen, the second quarterback for the Detroit Lions. I'm just trying to see what somebody's saying about Kyle Allen.
How's Trey Lance looking in the Hall of Fame?
Cameron Dicker the kicker. He hit the left upright on his first field goal. Chargers Twitter, what do you think of your kicker? It just, you couldn't find anything outside of loud commentary on the trading activity for the Minnesota Twins. I like how you laid that out because when it comes to the talkback machine, it's there are times that people will opine, but then there are 10 of 10 times where it's super hot and people got a lot of things to say. Today would be one of those days, and because of the unprecedented nature of what took place yesterday. So the Twins are at Cleveland tonight. Yours truly, personally, in the hashtag Faith Covenant, always looking for positivity with these teams. Personally speaking, I'm really happy they're not at home tonight. And if I'm a member of the Minnesota Twins organization, I'm really happy that Cleveland game is not at Target Field tonight. Yeah. I mean, that sucker could get real ugly with whomever attends.
Well, the toughest thing, too, is, we were joking around about it yesterday. But after they traded 10 guys, it is legit. Twins fans, make sure to bring your glove when you go to Target Field. Royals in town next Friday. Yeah. There's a chance they may need you to play an inning. That is what they have done to this roster. Absolutely just burned it to the freaking ground. So bring your gloves, stretch that arm out a little bit. Team might need you to step on the field and step up.
If I'm the Minnesota Twins, I orchestrate a marketing strategy right now, and I do it once every 10 games. If you can name the lineup that we're going to have this evening, you get partial season tickets for 2026.
Oh, that's sweet.
I got no shot right now. They occasionally there are players who pitch in games that I miss, or like a pinch hitter or something, and the Klan is doing News du Nord talking about the Twins, and he's mentioning some guy, and I'm like, raise your hand if you knew that guy was on the team. I didn't know that guy was on the team, but then again, getting up to the old 1261 in the Comcast covenant just is not happening as frequently these days as it used to.
Well, you got Adams and Topa. We got some field player, Bride, who's pitching innings.
Yeah,
and
Jonah Bride.
Yeah. But you didn't know him until you had to see him a couple of times.
Well, so let's lay out we're going to play the talkbacks next segment. We got a lot of time to do it.
Yeah.
So we certainly, recognize that opinions and critical thought and takes and talkers and talkbacks and tedium are unto you when it comes to the talk back. But if you need any suggestions or options or whatever, I crafted this, and just like from a fan perspective or standpoint, where do you stand on kind of what took place yesterday and over the last few days? And, some of the options would include, this is awful. It's Paul from Eden Prairie. This is absolutely awful. It's completely unorganized and out of whack. The whole thing's out of whack. And I've never seen anything like this. So I'm done. I'm not watching them or listening to them or going to any games, and I'm pulling my tickets. There's an option right there.
Yeah.
Another option could be, I hate all this, but I'll always love my Minnesota Twins. So this is look the other way terrorism. This is plug your nose. It's going to be stinky for a minute, but I'm never going to stop loving this baseball team. Another option would be, this is not preferred, but I understand bottoming out and actually getting right to the bottom is low-key, A-key when you're transitioning. And they are transitioning on many, many levels. So not preferred, but I understand because we're transitioning with ownership and with a bunch of different things. Or maybe it's all good. They'll have new owners. They'll have new owners eventually. And they'll be more squared away and more organized and less out of whack and more predictable. And they'll get these new owners. And guess what? We kept and can build around Buxton, Royce Lewis, Joe Ryan, and Pablo Lopez. I know he's hurt, but he should be back near the end of the year. We can build around those players. Am I missing anybody there? Buxton, Royce, JoJo, Pablo. I mean, that's about the core four right there. If you're like, these are players around whom we can build. And eventually we will have new owners, so all good. I'll still watch some games, maybe go to some games, and I recognize the longevity of the process is going to be tedious, but I'm still in.
Yeah, and Jeffers and Wallner are still here as well. I actually, to be honest with you, just kind of pondering, they're obviously done with the trade deadline, but are you going to, and maybe this is a new ownership conversation and such, but are you really going to build around Pablo when he comes back from injury?
Right.
Is that another, as we jump into the hot stove league, things are going to cool off between now and the end of the season. But is this team done shedding salary? Is this team done sticking, dynamite under this thing and just blowing it down to the bottom? So, yes, but I think you hit the names, and you want to build from Royce, but you got to trust Royce again.
Right.
And you want to build with Buxton, and there's the emotional element. You feel like you've wasted a season in some ways. And I say this as he's on the 10-day IL, but one of the most enjoyable seasons of Buxton's career is right here in 2025 as this thing completely heads to the dumpster. So no, but I think you hit all the names and what that looks like moving forward. The one thing that continues to perplex me, though, is if you want to start over You want to blow this thing out and reorganize things. But you gave up on a lot of guys that you have multiple years of control over and don't make a lot of money. And so, again, when I was even saying, they're saving some money and things, they got out from under the Correa deal.
Yeah.
They did have to send $30 million to do it, but all the same, they get out from under that, and it wasn't working, and he's going to have a chance to go back down there. You're going to save some money on that contract. But how much did you really save sending the Varlands out and sending some of these guys out?
That's too deep for me.
I know it's it's too into the weeds for me when we start talking about arbitration and really the long plays of how quickly some of this stuff can change. But
yes.
But that's just what I think about. So you hit the right names. You want to build around these guys. There's and we'll hardcore Twins fans will start to romanticize the idea of Royce making his comeback and looking more like the guy that we love and we need and all of that in the offseason. But part of me, it's like with what they did today, I don't trust, maybe other than Buxton, I don't know who's going to be on the team by March of 2026. It's incredibly difficult to even project that far out after what we saw yesterday. Shocking in a lot of respects what we saw yesterday.
And in closing for the opening segment, the first of our 9-inning venture, the Marty Fish, top spin czar, lived in Edina for about 2 minutes. Wonderful, wonderful tennis player before he retired, and huge fan of the core four of Minnesota pro sports teams, living in Southern California. Marty Fish, at Marty Fish via Twitter. He had a tweet 14 hours ago that I think typifies truly who a lot of fans are, even if they won't say it, but Marty said it. And he wrote about all these trades. This is absolutely insane. I will be suspending my fan duties effective immediately.
Uh-oh.
Then in parentheses, probably watch tomorrow, though. Well done, Marty, because I think that typifies a lot of people, and you were courageous enough to say it. Here come the talkbacks around the corner. Your thoughts on the state of the Minnesota Twins and what has happened in shocking, unprecedented fashion. And if you want to lay out where it goes from here, you're welcome to do that. But the next segment is exclusive to the Talkback Machine. Brett Blakemore is producing at FM 100.3 KFAN. Nordo and yours truly, Paul Allen, are at the TCO radio studio, home to your Minnesota Vikings, who have a padded practice today. And then they have a night practice Monday at TCO Stadium. We have a radio show for that. It'll be 6:30 to 8, Saturdays with Sauce on a Monday, Nordo by his side. Thank you for listening to FM 100.3 KFAN. And this is the Friday Fastball Feast.
Gatorade Zero, the #1 proven electrolyte blend, made with zero sugar. Designed to hydrate better than water so you can lose more sweat and push more limits. Gatorade Zero, is it in you?
Come on, why is this taking so long? This thing is ancient.
Still using yesterday's tech? Upgrade to the ThinkPad X1 Carbon. Ultra-light, ultra-powerful, and built for serious productivity with Intel Core Ultra processors, blazing speed, and AI-powered performance that keeps up with your business, not the other way around.
Whoa, this thing moves.
Stop hitting snooze on new tech. Win the tech search at Lenovo.com.
Lenovo.
Unlock AI experiences with the ThinkPad X1 Carbon, powered by Intel Core Ultra processors, so you can work, create, and boost productivity all on one device.
Life moves fast. A new home, a new baby, a new chapter. But without an estate plan, your future's still vulnerable. With Trust and Will, you can name guardians, start a trust, create healthcare directives, and more. All online in about an hour. It's attorney-designed, state-specific, and built to protect what you love. Plans start at just $199, and every plan is safe, secure, and kept completely private. From families with young kids to adults caring for aging parents, Trust and Will makes it simple to take control, without a law office, paperwork stress, or court delays. Go to trustandwill.com and use code RADIO to save 20%. Start your plan today. Don't wait for life to force your hand. Estate planning is one of the smartest, most loving things you can do. Trust and Will is an online estate planning service. See website for details.
Trust and Will.
This message comes from Greenlight. Ready to start talking to your kids about financial literacy? Meet Greenlight, the debit card and money app that teaches kids and teens how to earn, save, spend wisely, and invest with your guardrails in place. With Greenlight, you can send money to kids quickly, set up chores, automate allowance, and keep an eye on what your kids are spending with real-time notifications. Join millions of parents and kids building healthy financial habits together on Greenlight. Get started risk-free at greenlight.com/iHeart.
Minneapolis, get ready. Music legend Paul McCartney is bringing his Got Back tour to U.S. Bank Stadium October 17th. Tickets on sale now. One night, one icon. Don't miss it. Full details available. KFAN.com. Keyword calendar.
Yo, Double B, Brett Blakemore. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning.
The talkback machine, did it disintegrate? Did it blow up? Did so many come in at once, like it shut down the power at AM 1130, News Talk AM 1130 or K102 or something? How voluminous is it?
Right around the time you screamed, "The con!" Everything just went ballistic on the talkback machine.
Yeah, I didn't know whether to scream "the con" or "is a covenant cleaner, is a covenant cleaner."
We say stupid things all of the time.
Is a covenant cleaner.
Sponsored by nobody.
Go on and
Tua till you're satisfied.
Whatever it.
Tua.
Right.
Tua till you're satisfied or unsatisfied, as maybe some of the talkbacks will offer.
Yeah, we have a good 10 minutes, 10 or 12 minutes to hear these talkbacks, and let's just go ahead and fire away with what you deem to be the prime cuts, Mr. Brett Blakemore. Take it away.
What up, PA? Hey, I just got an email from the Twins. I'm not even a part of their payroll, but yet somehow I also got traded yesterday.
Jeez.
What up with that?
That's crazy. And very, very kind of you to listen to the Friday Football Feast. That talkback was a foul ball. It was a foul ball of vanity. So therefore, I'm not sure to whom you were traded or what we got back. But that foul ball of vanity means it's time for another talkback pitch, and here it is.
Thank God TC Bear is still on the squad.
Okay. All righty. Now we're 0-2. That's another foul ball. It's 0-2. All right. Well, with the talkbacks, do we have any critical thinking in there, or is copyright Dan Cole the common man? Is everybody going Shecky Green on it, which is completely fine. But man, I'd love to hear from a Twin season ticket holder who's invested tens of thousands of dollars into this team over the years, and is maybe with these options I laid out. The first option was this is awful. The whole thing is completely unorganized and out of whack. I'm done, and I'm pulling my tickets all the way through. This is all good. All right. Look, I mean, it's unprecedented, but it happened, and I'm not of the dwelling variety. And believe it or not, they are going to have new owners one day, and we kept and can build around the likes of Buxton, Royce, JoJo, and or Pablo. Because those are polar opposites right there, and this is a when it comes to like what's your number? Well, my number is a 2. Okay, well it's below 5, so you need to explain it. Well, it's a 2 because this sucks, and I'm hurt here, and I spent this, and Billy and Johnny and Christy and Susie and Antoine and Tamika couldn't even get to sleep last night. Antoine and Tamika didn't want to go to school today. They're so upset and apoplectic over what happened. And from a player standpoint, I mean, did Carlos Correa do enough here so that People who had a game-worn Carlos Correa, they're just like devastated right now. Or is it more of a complete organizational thing, which is what I would imagine it is? So let's fire some more talkbacks and see what's up.
Well, you wanted a season ticket holder. Here you go.
I've been a season ticket holder since 2008, and yesterday, going into it, excited that, we might trade one or two guys, and then it turned into basically the Red Wedding from Game of Thrones. It's going to be a tough next couple years.
Yeah.
Oh, we need
my man. If I had a prize to give you for like the talkback of 929, I'd give it to you. That was terrific. And what was terrific about it from my standpoint is, like I said yesterday, it's my opinion, so it doesn't mean it's right, but it's just my vibe, that if you were coming into the trading deadline in the current state of the Minnesota Twins fighting as hard as they can to like have any kind of a puncher's chance to just get the wild card spot, and the puncher's chance absolutely was there. Can't say it's there now. But if you were like, well, they're not identifying anybody, any veterans, cool veterans, the Nolan Arenados of the world, the Andy Pages for the LA Dodgers, I'm just throwing names out, man, the Logan O'Hoppies or Hops for the LA Angels, guys who reportedly are available, and I want to go get them. And we're not doing any of that, so I'm pissed off. I felt that would be foolhardy because, the vibe you could tell after the Paddock trade was that it's all hands on deck here. Just hold on as tightly as you can because this moderate chop's going to be nasty. Now, to get it up to 10, 12, whatever it was, 40% of the active roster out, well, that's unprecedented.
Right.
So, what I liked about my man there outside of the Red Wedding line, which was brilliant, was I was excited for yesterday, he said. I thought only a couple of guys would be traded. Just think about the mindset.
Yeah.
You come into it recognizing this is going to happen.
Yep.
There is going to be, eventually there will be new owners. I've been a season ticket holder since 2008. And I was excited, like maybe we'll get 4 or 5 prospects for trading a couple of guys and we'll all move on together. Well, and then the whole metaphorical building collapses, and there's so much carnage with the trades and everybody gone and stuff that even season ticket holder guys seem to be quite frustrated.
Well, I just wonder if the frustration, totally get it, totally valid. I am curious though if there are any Twins fans out there that are just like, yeah, the whole thing was awful. Sure, a couple of years ago we beat a Blue Jays team in the wild card series.
Yeah.
But then, in the end, when
we got a little overly nostalgic on social media yesterday.
That's the thing, though.
With all due respect,
you go to the ALDS against Houston, and you got outmatched, you got outpitched every freaking step of the way. So
right.
You felt so good about it less than 2 years ago, where you're getting again that 0 for 18 streak. That's hanging around your neck like an anvil. Totally get it. But how nostalgic can you truly be about effectively, in some ways, a 1-out season? Prior to that, you got Bomba Squad, you get taken by the Yanks, I believe. So you have these moments that you believe it's something to build on. Where do you get it from the last year and a half then that we're still in the same spot where with this particular group that we can either re-find our way into the postseason or find our way on some sort of a run? I'm just curious if there are Twins fans out there. It's like, I don't get it because the Varlands of the conversation, you had multiple years of control.
Yeah.
Griffin Jacks, I don't want to give up on a Griffin Jacks. I love Duran. You can maybe pick out, again, we got plenty. We got 10 freaking names here.
Yeah.
But Correa was severely underperforming his contract, and the team found a way out from that deal.
Preach.
There are aspects of this where you're so frustrated with ownership. You wanted him to sell the team years ago. You thought this might be done last winter, and it's not happening. You're frustrated with that. You're frustrated with Royce Lewis's slump on slump on slump, and so we need that to turn around, those sorts of things. But are there Twins fans out there just going, yeah, this is actually a disaster. And yes, I don't know anything about the guys that are coming in, but maybe the fire sale, while unprecedented, what are we missing out on? What are we missing out from not having these guys? Maybe that we do need an entire teardown and a rebuild, because at the foundation of this thing, the foundation is rotten. And if you're a Twins fan, maybe are there any out there that kind of see it that way? Yeah, I'm shocked by it. And again, the nostalgia of a playoff taste, a nibble of the postseason a couple years ago. Are there any Twins fans out there that are just like, actually, my ire is drawn of whether it was the Correa deal, it was Donaldson behind that, what this front office has done to truly bolster the big moves they've made have not worked out. We haven't found our way to greatness. We don't have, you talked about it with Lavelle, kind of, hey, do we have like that dude in the minor leagues that we know someday is going to be the Garrett Cole of Major League Baseball? Mm-hmm. And crickets ensued, and then there was a dial tone because Lavelle accidentally hung up the phone. but we don't have that guy. So you're thinking through the farm system, and you're excited for all these games. But if you're not seeing the pathway to greatness here, so you're frustrated with the front office, you're frustrated with ownership, you're kind of a little bit down on what you're seeing via the St. Paul shuffle and the green line from St. Paul to Minneapolis, then are there Twins fans out there that are like, yeah, I kind of get it. This whole thing was bad, rotten from the ground up. Maybe there are some Twins fans out there that are shocked by what happened, but maybe in the end it's like, take a breath. I get it. This just, none of this was working from A to Z, and it is time to move forward. It is time to start over in some respects.
Dan Hayes, who covers the team for The Athletic, we attempted to get him on the radio today, but he's traveling to Cleveland for the series against the Guardians. He has a tweet here at Dan Hayes MLB, and I would think long and hard about this for those of you. Well, depending on what your expectations are for the rest of the season, from a W and an L standpoint. Hayes tweeted yesterday, said one Minnesota Twins player, quote, "No one wants to stay if they are selling like this." Okay, now, yeah, I understand. You are compensated to do a job. Okay, and if you don't do the job, then, I don't know, maybe the next person to whom you want to get traded will look at you and be like, wow, man, things got really ugly there and you made it worse. You just didn't try. And we don't want players like that within our culture. So I'd be careful with stuff like that too. But as I've said, probably 1,725 times in my 28 years with KFAN, distraction is the ultimate equalizer. This is a 10 of 10 distraction.
Yeah.
When they head out to the field tonight against Cleveland, it's a 10 of 10 distraction.
And I think Joe Ryan's on the mound.
Right. And it will dissipate and it will lessen inning after inning, game after game, week after week. But right now, it's if you got players off, on or off the record saying no one wants to stay here if they're selling like this. I mean, that's a 10 of 10 distraction right there. We have plenty of time for talkbacks during the course of the show. Let's hear one or two more before we pause. Go ahead, B.
Hey, PA. Hey, Nordo.
Wobble.
Uh-oh.
Wobble. Your phone dropped, Lavelle.
Let's try it again.
Hey, PA. Hey, Nordo.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Next one. Appreciate your help with this, my brother.
Disgusting. I'm done with the team until we get new owners. Not watching another single pitch until then. Everybody else should boycott as well.
Jeez.
There we go. That's 10 of 10 passion. And when things transpire in unprecedented fashion, whether it's like with the Minnesota Vikings and the Minneapolis Miracle, the way that developed, it was kind of unprecedented, the way the play broke out after the team had lost the lead, and you had to have this, and it happened. There will be 10 of 10 joy and jubilation and exaltation had we been doing the talkbacks at that time. Other side of it, there is going to be 10 of 10 frustration. And what my man just said, I think he voiced the opinion of a lot of people. And I believe when he says, I'm done with it, ain't watching, ain't going. Now, he'll be back because we all come back, no matter the level of frustration or negativity. He'll be back, but doesn't sound like he's going to be back this year. Hit us with one more good one, B, and great job with this.
Oh, sure. We'll do this. I like this one.
Good morning, PA and Nordo.
Oh, my gosh. What is wrong with this?
Good morning, PA and Nordo.
Well, we've broken the talkback machine.
No, it was traded. It was part of the Willie Castro deal.
Yeah, it was.
Because somebody in ownership desperately wants us to go back to strictly phone calls. Because the talk back is talk back, not talk with.
It's true.
So that you can't deny it. You can't dispute it. You can't completely rule it out. When we return, this is the Friday Football Feast. We will segue to an interview yours conducted about 95 minutes ago with Minnesota Vikings defensive tackle Javon Hargrave. Get a chance to meet Javon Hargrave, who's been to the Super Bowl a couple of times, and he's into his 10th year out of South Carolina State. And when it comes to the term Southern gentleman, I left that conversation really appreciating the chat with Javon Hargrave, but also looking at him like, wow, that's a Southern gentleman right there. Very, very kind man. Kind of a gentle giant. That's next when 9 to noon continues on
Gatorade Zero, the #1 proven electrolyte blend, made with zero sugar. Designed to hydrate better than water so you can lose more sweat and push more limits. Gatorade Zero. Is it in you?
Come on, why is this taking so long? This thing is ancient.
Still using yesterday's tech? Upgrade to the ThinkPad X1 Carbon. Ultra-light, ultra-powerful, and built for serious productivity. With Intel Core Ultra processors, blazing speed, and AI-powered performance that keeps up with your business, not the other way around.
Whoa, this thing moves.
Stop hitting snooze on new tech. Win the tech search at Lenovo.com.
Lenovo.
Unlock AI experiences with the ThinkPad X1 Carbon, powered by Intel Core Ultra processors, so you can work, create, and boost productivity all on one device.
Life moves fast. A new home, a new baby, a new chapter. But without an estate plan, your future's still vulnerable. With Trust and Will, you can name guardians, start a trust, create healthcare directives, and more. All online in about an hour. It's attorney-designed, state-specific, and built to protect what you love. Plans start at just $199, and every plan is safe, secure, and kept completely private. From families with young kids to adults caring for aging parents, Trust and Will makes it simple to take control, without a law office, paperwork stress, or court delays. Go to trustandwill.com and use code RADIO to save 20%. Start your plan today. Don't wait for life to force your hand. Estate planning is one of the smartest, most loving things you can do. Trust and Will is an online estate planning service. See website for details.
Trust and Will.
This is Jacob Goldstein from What's Your Problem? Business software is expensive, and when you buy software from lots of different companies, it's not only expensive, it gets confusing, slow to use, hard to integrate. Odoo solves that because all Odoo software is connected on a single affordable platform. Save money without missing out on the features you need. Odoo has no hidden costs and no limit on features or data. Odoo has over 60 apps available for any needs your business might have, all at no additional charge. Everything from websites to sales to inventory to accounting, all linked and talking to each other. Check out Odoo at odoo.com. That's odoo.com.
KFAN.
Join us for fantasy football training camp at Treasure Island Resort and Casino, and come hang out with Paul Charchian and the Fantasy Football Weekly crew Friday, August 15th in the Full Deck Ballroom from 6 to 9 p.m. All the info you need to dominate your league this year. Plus, all in attendance will receive $10 in free slot play, $10 dining voucher. It's free to get in, too, by the way. Get full details, KFAN.com, keyword calendar.
Javon Hargrave is a new defensive tackle for the Minnesota Vikings. This is his fourth team. He was a third-round pick in 2016 by Mike Tomlin and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Spent 4 years there, went to Philadelphia, went to a Super Bowl, lost, went to San Francisco, went to a Super Bowl, lost. And for the first time in his career last year, he only played 3 games. Generally makes at least 15 of them. And with Javon Hargrave, we began the conversation talking about his nickname, which is Grave Digger. And I'm like, all right, so is the nickname predicated on the fact that you put running backs and quarterbacks 6 feet under? Or is it like everybody's digging the grave, as in Hargrave, and they just dig your play style? That's how we started. Here's his response.
I would like to say the running backs and the quarterbacks, hitting running backs, quarterbacks, but it definitely came off my last name back in college. But yeah, I take the first one, like you said.
So with this defense that you're in, and it's your fourth team, 10th year in the league. What just the totality of the defense? What do you like about it? Because clearly there are a lot of tricks. We're pulling rabbits out of hats. People coming from all over the place. And then we got like you, Jonathan, Harrison Phillips, Taki Taimani, Jalen Redmond, Levi, all in the middle, kind of in the congested part of it with the tricks coming from all over the place. What do you think of this thing?
I mean, it's just a good switch up. I never played in a defense like this, but it just gives you an opportunity to do more things. It's a lot of things I can do that's like some of my strengths in this defense. So I'm just excited to get going and seeing what I can bring to the table.
What are your strengths?
Pass rush and just, quickness off the line and I think being one-on-one with people and being able to win.
Has there ever been, or is there now, any kind of a stigma with being a defensive tackle? And here's what I mean. Because like it's age old, maybe more so in a 4-3. You got a nose tackle and you got a 3 technique. And the 3 technique generally is the one that gets the sacks. The nose tackle, like I think here, Williams-Wall, Pat Williams and Kevin Williams, and how they complemented each other. But defensive tackles are bigger guys, but the nose tackle generally is bigger than the 3 technique. That's not necessarily the case anymore, is it?
No, it's way different league now. I think everybody kind of get sacks or being able to get sacks in today's time in the NFL. Because you don't want to come off the field. So if you can't really rush, you can't rush the passer, you got to come out a lot of downs.
Right.
So it's kind of good to be versatile.
But don't take this the wrong way when I say, big people. But big people get tired too. Everybody gets tired, but you're right in there getting doubled by centers and guards. It's hard work. So, but you don't want to come out of the game, but sometimes you have to, right?
Almost definitely. It's good to have great depth too in the NFL, because you can't play 100 snaps a game. And like you say, you get tired real quick in the inside.
Yeah. You South Carolina State, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. You've been blessed to play with some neat teams. Some good teams, but you come in with Mike Tomlin, and then you get to Philadelphia, and then you get to San Francisco, and then now you're here. And, you've really played on good teams almost all of your career, right? That's not the case for a lot of people 10 into it.
I know. That's why I'll be talking to my friends about just how many great organizations I've been in. Because it is bad teams in the NFL, and everybody ain't a football town in the NFL. So just the fact that I done came to all historic teams, I'm just happy, and I just don't know any other way.
Javon, now, Javon Hargrave came into the game with the Pittsburgh Steelers, coached by Mike Tomlin. He was the defensive coordinator here for about 1 minute in 2006, and he went back to Pittsburgh to interview for a head coaching job. Not many people thought he had a shot. The Roonies were like, "Hey, nope, that's it." And like Cowher, they're good and they never leave. What was it like coming into the game with a team led by Mike Tomlin?
Coach T just know how to talk to people. He know everybody on the team. The person who just arrived yesterday, that's practice squad that might not even practice squad, that probably ain't gonna make the 90-man roster. He got a relationship with everybody in the building, and just having somebody that can really push you. He talked to me every day about just getting better and making the most of my opportunity. So I never met a coach like that can really bring the best out of everybody.
Vikings defensive tackle Javon Hargrave is our guest 9 to noon. That's really cool. At training camp, does iron sharpen iron? And here's what I mean. Does the defense make the offense better and vice versa? Or is this the time of the year where it's like, every man for himself? I got to try to get out there and win every single snap and can't really be concerned about what's opposite me.
I go in there trying to win every snap, but I do believe iron sharpen iron because just to have a great offensive line like we do, it just bring unique challenges every day. And just waking up this morning, just knowing you got to come out there and bring your best, or you're going to get embarrassed today. It's just, that's all the motivation, all the things you need.
With left guard Donovan Jackson, I mean, this is all so new to him, and clearly he was good at Ohio State, or he wouldn't have gotten drafted where he did. But it's so new, and here he is opposite you and Jonathan Allen and Harrison Phillips, and you guys been in the game quite some time now. So when it comes to iron sharpening iron, and it only benefits you guys on the defense for Donovan to be really, really good. So of course you want to win, but you also want to help too, right?
Yeah, we can give him little pointers and stuff when he come and ask, like things we see and stuff like that. Can't give him too much because we give it to him after training camp, but. Right. But you can tell he keeps getting better. He came a long way from OTAs. You can just see the improvement he making every day.
Yeah, you've having gone deep diving on your career, you've had a wonderful, wonderful career. You've played in some really big games. You've been to the Super Bowl and stuff like that. Like we said earlier, you've been to some cool cities. But with your rookie year, you get a fumble recovery touchdown against Cleveland, and you go to the AFC title game. I mean, you must have been looking around like, well, this is the easiest thing in the world. I mean, this is going to be unbelievable every single year, right?
Yeah, I thought that was the NFL. I thought that was my thing. Went to the AFC Championship. I'm going to the Super Bowl next year. But yeah. Nah, it's just the NFL is not that easy. You just got to make the most out of your opportunities because you just never know when you can get back to them or what can happen in this league.
What is being in the Super Bowl like? And here the part that intrigues me is when you get in the game, it's a game and it's going to be a game like a lot of games, even though it may be a little louder, breaks a little longer, halftime, stuff like that. The pregame, like the 2 hours up to the game when the stadium's filling, it's starting to get loud. I mean, that just has to, you've got your family and your friends, making sure they're all squared away. I mean, that just has to be a wonderful, wonderful experience, or is it a little much? Does it get overwhelming?
I think the first year I went, because I went twice, the first year was just like so new, and it was like, wow, like, all these people, everybody texting your phone, everybody want tickets, the tickets too high, but it's just so much. It's like you got to do these interviews every day. It's so many events every day. It's just so many people. It's basically the biggest game in the world, but I think it's just a lot. It's a lot. You just want to kind of play football and go out there, but man, it's just it is a different atmosphere. You just see so many performances. There's just so many parties going on. It's
like Jay-Z on the sideline, stuff like that.
You're gonna see the president over there, or you're gonna see everybody. So. Yeah, it's so real feeling. It was definitely a great experience.
I didn't look back at the video of your fumble recovery touchdown your rookie year, but I know it took place in the end zone, right?
It did.
Right, but I mean, when you have grandkids, I mean, that sucker's going to be an 83-yard fumble recovery touchdown. I mean, I'm out running running backs. I'm out running wide receivers who went for it. You have that opportunity, right?
Oh, yeah. I was just joking about that the other day. Do you say the old schoolers, like, if it ain't on tape, you can make it how you want. So I'm definitely going to say more to it.
Now, last year, for the first time in your career, Javon Hargrave's our guest. For the first time in his career last year, he didn't play at least 15 games and missed it all from October on due to injury with the 49ers. What was challenging about that? I mean, you're more mature, you're more of a veteran, you're more set up, let's say, at that stage of your career, so probably less fear, like, whoa, holy cow, this whole thing might be over after 2 minutes. But it's the first time still. What was challenging about it?
I mean, it just, you just put so much work in to come into the season, and just that quick it can just be away. I think at first it was just so sad for me, just to go out like that, but I think I just, I know I'm older in my career, so it's just kind of like I felt like I was just seeing life after football and just going through life like, dang, this is like, I ain't got no routine. Like, I'm not playing football coming on. So,
wow.
I feel like I just, looked at it from a different perspective and, just want to take full advantage of how much longer I got. And, I just feel like it kind of helped me more mature wise than anything.
So that from the adversity, the positive or positives that have come out of it would be what? Like you just said, matured a little bit. What else?
Just one. It was just I think you can come back from anything. I think that was the first time I see what people go through when they go through season injuries. Just the mental thing of the up and down, but it's just real. It just made me more stronger mental wise, or just that I can get over everything and come back from anything that I put my mind to.
Javon Hargrave, 9 to noon, few more to close. What did the Vikings get in running back Jordan Mason, your former teammate with the Niners?
Man, it's downhill. People hate to tackle him. I joke with him every day how much I love to hit him in the hole if I had a chance. Because we always been on the same team, so I never really got to hit him. But man, people hate to tackle that boy. So they got a real dog in Jordan Mason.
Right. And when O'Connell and or Kwesi Adofo-Mensah are like, we want to win a bunch of different games here. If we got to beat you 10-7, we think we can. If we need to go 34-31, we think we can. And it was the other day at practice. It was the Tuesday after the first day in pads, and it's windy and the passing game's having a really, really rough day. But then all of a sudden, just like things are kind of negative, I'm watching for the offense, and then all of a sudden they run this shotgun play with Mason to the left of the quarterback, and then there's you were out of practice. You and Jonathan weren't practicing that day. And there's this massive hole. I think it was Juergens and Fries who opened the hole, and I'm like, who's that? Oh, whoa, look at, who knew Jordan Mason with that? I mean, he's big and he's tough and he's physical, but he's fast too.
He's very fast. It's funny. I remember Christian got hurt last year. And, everybody was just, I know the other teams was happy Christian McCaffrey was out. Yeah. But everybody on the Niners at that time knew Jordan Mason was really a guy. So they had no idea what they was coming into. Wow. He didn't really play a lot because Christian getting the ball so much. Mm-hmm. But us as a defense going against him every day in training camp last year, we knew he was one of them dudes.
Yeah, I'm not trying to turn this into San Francisco 49ers fan line or anything, but with McCaffrey, Debo, who's now gone, Ayuk can be tough, Kittle, Fred Warner right behind you. But, I mean, you guys had some dogs on that team. Did Dre Greenlaw, when he was healthy, he was really, really good. You guys had some really good players.
Yeah, we had some talented players. I think that's why we got to the Super Bowl my first year there. That's the lead, though. That's the lead.
All right, last two here. Minnesota is your fourth team in 10 years. What's difficult about picking up and moving?
I done got used to it now. so it might have been. Yeah, I kind of got a little routine with it now. Right. I don't buy furniture. I rent the furniture. So
right. Yeah, you got like AAA movers on speed dial.
So when it's over, I'm telling them to come pick up the furniture and just packing my clothes and go on. So
that's great.
It's really, maybe in Pittsburgh, when I left Pittsburgh, that was the hardest move because I bought all my furniture and TV. So I'm packing everything. Yep. I'm getting movers. I'm picking up couches.
But that was your first deal.
Yeah,
too.
That was my first one. But after that, it's so easy.
Right.
It's quick.
Well, you got to have people to help you, right? I mean, when you get a 2 and 30, there should be people lining up in your cell phone saying, "What do you need? I'll move the TV."
It really be like two of my friends. Two of my best friends, and I bring them down, and it be done in 2 days or a day. Right. We get going.
That's great.
We get going.
Last one for Javon Hargrave. The quarterback, J.J. McCarthy. Patience absolutely required, no doubt, not just with this young man at age 22, but all players and quarterbacks who are new in the NFL. So with McCarthy, what are some things you see that you're liking right now, knowing there's going to be better, and maybe by faith we can't see it, but like what you're liking right now?
His confidence. You can tell he got a confidence about himself. He act older than he do around the football team. So, I'm just like everybody. I think he just gonna grow as much as he play. That's the NFL for everybody. The more you play, the better you get. So, I think we just gonna see. We all just ready to see what he got.
Go ahead.
When it comes to the football games.
Yeah, it's fantastic having you on the team, man. It really is. I've been a fan of yours from afar. When San Francisco signed you from Philly because you were beating everything interior on San Francisco, it's like, if we can't beat him, let's join him and bring him in. I've been a fan of yours from afar, man, and you've made a lot out of your career. So God bless you and your family. And this is going to be a good team this year, man. And really happy you're on it.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
That's Javon Hargrave. We think you'll like him during the course of the regular season. Somebody we like is Alec Lewis, who covers the Minnesota Vikings for The Athletic. He joins the Friday football feast from Twin Cities Orthopedics Performance Center next.
Gatorade Zero, the #1 proven electrolyte blend, made with zero sugar. Designed to hydrate better than water so you can lose more sweat and push more limits. Gatorade Zero, is it in you?
Come on, why is this taking so long? This thing is ancient.
Still using yesterday's tech? Upgrade to the ThinkPad X1 Carbon. Ultra-light, ultra-powerful, and built for serious productivity with Intel Core Ultra processors, blazing speed, and AI-powered performance that keeps up with your business, not the other way around.
Whoa, this thing moves.
Stop hitting snooze on new tech. Win the tech search at Lenovo.com.
Lenovo.
Unlock AI experiences with the ThinkPad X1 Carbon, powered by Intel Core Ultra processors, so you can work, create, and boost productivity all on one device.
You're great at protecting your own personal information. You probably even use things like two-factor authentication, strong passwords, and a VPN. But as much as you try to be in control of how your information is protected, there are lots of places that also have it, and they might not be as careful as you are. That's why LifeLock monitors millions of data points every second for identity threats. If your identity is stolen, a LifeLock US-based restoration specialist will help solve identity theft issues on your behalf, guaranteed or your money back. Plus, all LifeLock plans are backed by the $1 Million Protection Package, meaning LifeLock will reimburse you up to the limits of your plan if you lose money due to identity theft. You might not be able to control how others handle your personal information, but you can help protect it with LifeLock. Save up to 40% your first year. Call 1-800-LifeLock and use promo code iHeart or go to lifelock.com/iHeart for 40% off. Terms apply.
Untold Stories, Life with a Severe Autoimmune Condition, a production from Ruby Studio in partnership with Argenix, is back with Season 4. Join me, Martine Hackett, as we explore the realities of life with myasthenia gravis, or MG, and chronic inflammatory demyelinating polyneuropathy, or CIDP. We'll uncover the stories of resilience and self-advocacy in the face of uncertainty, from overcoming misdiagnosis to finding empowerment in small victories. These are moments that change us. Here's a glimpse of what's in store.
Whenever I go to my specialist, he mentions the R word, remission. Is it possible? Like, is it over? But also knowing it's never really over. But just being able to say, hey, there's light at the end of the tunnel. Stay the course. Don't give up on yourself. Every single person living with the autoimmune illness has a life worth living, and it's up to you to define that, to capture that, and to go guns blazing.
Follow and listen to Untold Stories on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.